Tanaka Campbell, he's got a short-handed breakaway. Tanaka Campbell to the goal, to the floor, and he scores! JoJo Tanaka Campbell. Not sure it's a short-handed goal, but it doesn't matter. The Vipers with a crucial 2-goal lead. He lost it. Can Tanaka Campbell take advantage short-handed? Tanaka Campbell into the goal, to the back, and he scores! JoJo Tanaka Campbell. Come, here's McDonald down the left side. Tanaka Campbell in. He scores!
My earliest memory was, I think, outdoor hockey. So back in Alberta, where we lived, I lived in Cold Lake. It was super cold, obviously. And then my dad just bought me a pair of skates, and he was like, let's go out. I was like, okay. I was like 3 years old. Didn't really know much. And then that was probably how it all started. And then basically it transitioned into figure skating first, which was kind of funny. And then after a while, my dad's like, no, like you're gonna play hockey. So then he put me into Timbits and all that sort of stuff, and then kind of grew up through the system. Honestly, it didn't really kick in until high school. I think growing up from my young age to when you hit grade 8 or 9, it's just sort of a game. And then once you hit like an older age, you start to think like this could be a job or a profession that I could pursue, right? So yeah, I'd say high school. So funny story, back in grade 9 at Shawnigan, I was actually roommates with Jack. So I knew their family really well. And then I think when grade 12 hit, that's when it was, my brother and I were on the same team, and Tom just texted my mom and I like out of the blue and just said like, hey, like how's it going? We just bought the team. Would love if you and Saya could come play. I was like, oh, like sure, why not? And that's sort of how it unfolded for me. First thing is it's very professional. I find everything's organized. I was pretty blown away by everything, really. The rink, the room. I didn't really see any of the guys from older teams, but obviously heard a bunch of stories from my builds and stuff. And overall, it was just really exciting. That's for sure. Junior hockey in general is it's difficult. Like it's not gonna be a cakewalk. Typically speaking, I'd say physically it's more difficult, but the past 2 years for sure, I would say mentally it's been draining. Just the fact that there's so much uncertainty. One day you'll show up to the rink and everything will be normal, and then the next day everything could be canceled, postponed, all that sort of stuff. So the fact that you're playing with the odds is it's difficult. It's uncomfortable. That's the right word, I think, for the past 2 years. Probably my biggest weakness. I get in my own head when things don't go my way, obviously. And I think the past 2 years here, well, 3 now, I guess, has been primarily focused on improving in that sort of aspect. Just being able to push through mentally and building that mental strength was a big thing for me. Big honor, obviously. Not every day do you get a letter, especially the C. So even now, obviously, I'm super proud and very happy about it. And I mean, a lot of people see the good things about it, but there are some bad things that come with it, obviously. If you or your team aren't exactly performing to the way you want to, it's a big burden at times, but I wouldn't want it any other way, really. I wouldn't go back and change anything about it. I'm still super happy about it, and everyone still believes in me, so I got to live up to to the expectations still. So it's one of those years where the record doesn't reflect, the way the team's playing or anything. That's the one tough part about hockey. Everyone seems to be, well, rightly so, results oriented, and so am I. And it's tough when you're not exactly doing what you're expected, and getting the results that you're expecting. But I have to admit it's difficult.
Do you guys feel the pressure?
Yep. There's always pressure regardless of the year. I mean, our first year was the same thing in the pod season, even without fans or anything. There's a lot of pressure regardless. But it's, things will turn around. We're all believing in that kind of stuff. Bounces don't go your way sometimes, and then they make up for it later on in the season. So. The first thing is they offered my brother and I, which is important. For both of us, it's really important to stay together, I find. Family first kind of thing, And then secondly, obviously the balance between high performance sports and then academics. Can't really go wrong with school like Yale. So I haven't really thought like that far yet. I'm more of a math and science oriented person. So I'd probably say like engineering, something like that. Again, it's all up in the air. Got lots of time to think about it, so I'm going to take my time with it.
Time now for Rapid Fire with number 17, JoJo Tanaka Campbell. And off the top, JoJo, why number 17?
It was one of the only options left, so I kind of just had to pick it.
And if you didn't get stuck with 17, what would you have taken?
I would have taken, well, if it was offered, 11. That's my number, but that would have probably not gone down too well.
All right, so 17 it is. TikTok, Instagram, or Twitter, which one do you prefer?
Instagram, yeah.
You're an Instagram guy, an Insta guy. Favorite pregame meal?
Chicken and rice.
Really?
With carrots, actually, yeah. Gotta keep my veggies.
Nice. Teammate you don't mind sharing a room with on the road?
I like everyone, so I wouldn't mind anyone.
Political like a good captain. Video games or a good book?
A good book.
Wow. What kind of music do you stream to get ready for a big game?
Probably sort of like EDM. Something to get me going, upbeat.
Best Christmas gift you got this year?
It sounds lame, but a toothbrush.
What? Come on.
Hey, it's got some features that not a lot of toothbrushes have, so yeah.
I didn't think you hockey players worried too much about teeth. Best place to eat in Mill Bay?
Mill Bay Sushi.
Excellent. There's a recommendation. Now, a bit of an ocean kid. Mountains or the ocean?
Ocean for sure, yeah.
Yeah. Spoken like a true Islander. Favorite BCHL team to play against?
I'd say Salmon Arm. Big rivalry, so yeah. Lots of energy in the crowd. That happens.
Excellent. And you are?
JoJo Tanaka Campbell, number 17 for the Vernon Vipers.